Ethan had a really good question about dieting, um, which is basically he'll do well for a week or a couple weeks and then have like kind of fall off the wagon or whatever. Or he likes to have treats during the day or things like that. Treat himself to junk food or whatever. Um, and this is why I really love the macro um, programs where you're tracking your macros. You've got a specific goal that you're trying to hit with the macros, and the reason being, um, the key thing with dieting is consistency, obviously, and it goes both ways. So if I'm consistent in hitting my macros 6 days out of the week, and I have one day where I go off and I eat a bunch of stuff, and then I go back and I'm good for another 5 days. The one day is not going to throw everything off, probably. If you're only having, a free meal, two free meals, something like that, and then you can adjust your macros. If you find out on those 2 days you really are going off, you can adjust your macros the other days to make up for it. It's probably not the most efficient way to do it, but you can do it. I did a plan by Paul Carter, and he basically had a fast day worked into it to where I could almost eat whatever the hell I want to, go out and do stuff Friday, Saturday, and still lose weight throughout the week and ongoing. So that consistency, as long as you're the majority of the time you're doing the right thing, it's not going to totally demolish your goals. Now, if you're on a program where it's like you got to eat clean all the time, or you have set meals and things like that, or you're just eating certain types of food, um, it doesn't really give you that much leeway, and you don't even know. You really might not even be hurting yourself with the snacks and stuff. It might be that you're overdoing the fats or whatever in your other meals that you think are good, but you just don't really realize it because you don't have any numbers to go off of. So that's what I love about that. And even if let's say I'm eating, I've been tracking my food, I'm like, man, I want a Snickers. I have it. I just record it, and then at the end of the day, I'll have a little bit less of whatever other food I need to eat for dinner to make up for the Snickers that I ate that afternoon. So it makes it just really simple to monitor what you're doing and not eliminate all the foods that you like, or feel like a treat or whatever. And again, there's a lot of stuff you can do to make up, for those free meals. You want to go out on the weekends with your friends and have dinner or whatever. You can still easily do that and lose weight. That's pretty much what I do. I don't have like a rigid, plan. Like I'll eat a lot of other stuff. I'm just very consistent throughout the majority of the time with the numbers that I'm getting. And, there's days that are a little bit higher and days that are a little bit lower, but, it's not whatever the goal is. If I'm trying to gain weight, there's days I might just miss it by a little bit, days I go over a little bit, but overall it's trending up. Same thing for losing weight. It might be over just a little bit on some days, under some days, but it's going to trend down the same way. So that consistency is best achieved by just tracking the food that you're eating, and it gives you a lot of freedom once you realize, oh, I'm still good, for the week that I ate right. I'm not going to destroy that by having, one free meal on the weekend or whatever. Now, if you have 3 days of binge eating, that might be a problem. You still have to have some discipline, but yeah, overall, if your discipline is throughout the week, you're good, then you're going to be okay.